That's nicely done. Second shot here on the fourth. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. A big bold play, and it almost paid off. Close to the surface. Let's see if they can get it up and down.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
Well played. To the top 5 he goes. Why not take another look at that effort?
Perfect distance, perfectly judged, and look at that. Straight in the hole.
Now 4 back after that hole. Well, that's huge momentum they're bringing to this hole. Coming off the eagle. Time to hit another good drive. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
They've decided to club up. Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order, but after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. And this putt to move into a tie for third. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Time to tee off at the 6th. Wonderfully played. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. Well, Rich, you think they're going to make this one?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie. And that will take him to 3 under. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. pretty sure this play will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Playing from around 230 yards. He's 2 shots back. Going with the 5-wood. Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
They're staring this down for eagle.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole.
Wanted to get it up to the hole, but was just unable to up that slope.
Okay, steady now. And that should secure the par on this one. Now that'll hurt. 3 putting in for par. He's in a share of 3rd place. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Opting for the 5-wood. Needs this one to kick right. A great shot here at the 8th and a chance for birdie.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
That's a great attempt from long range. So close. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Lining up the birdie putt here. I don't mind the look of this. Well done. And that will take him to 4 under. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. The 9th hole here, though, at Old Marina Golf Club is a strong one. A really tough test to finish the opening 9. A par 4 stretching 466 yards.
For those who like to work the golf ball from left to right, you're going to have to take a little bit of a chance by aiming over that hazard on the left-hand side. But if you find the fairway, boy, I tell you what, that's a fantastic feeling because this hole has got so much beauty. I love the second shot. The bunkers on the front, but I love how the green runs away on the left-hand side. The design of this hole, especially the green, is absolutely amazing.
Going with the 7. Oh, that was pure. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Ooh, right by the hole. And this putt coming up for his par. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. So, Rich, give us a halftime report.
1 back, 9 to go, Luke. This is getting interesting.
Let's see what happens here at the 10th hole. That's tiny. Golf became a power game, and there's few players out on tour that have more prodigious power than Tony Finau. If he really wants to go full tilt, Rich, it feels like everyone's playing for second.
He is a dynamic player that has the ability to make birdies in bunches. The ball striking, I think, is always going to be brilliant. Watching him when he was on the Korn Ferry Tour, graduated to the PGA Tour, and just keep watching the steady progression. Each and every week, he just seems to get a little bit better, and the confidence level is over the moon with this kid. And to bundle it all up, Luke, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. You want to root for a Tony Finau. He is such a likable, lovable guy, I believe, that you can't help but root for him. And the wins that he didn't get are just heartbreaking, and we felt the pain alongside with him. I love watching this guy play. I root for him every single week.
Nicely holed and for par. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Always the toughest hole in the game, a long par 4. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, that one just missed the hole. Let's get back to it, shall we? And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Yeah, fair amount of elevation here. They're going to have to be careful that they club up because you do not want to be short.
That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
And now stepping onto this par 3 hole. Looks to be going with the 6 iron. That's a pretty handy shot. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. 8 feet to the cup.
This for par.
Oh, nice looking putt. Yeah, he'll take that. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's head to this lengthy par 4. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Yeah, nicely played. Not afraid to go deep. This putt's for 6 under par. Get excited. This could go in. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 6 under. And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
And now over to Tony Finau.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
He is right on the 150-yard marker here. Wow, that drive. That had so much airtime, I didn't even know if it was coming down.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
That was special.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Oh, so close. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
This hole is so important at this critical time. Go for it, lay it back. How much do you trust your swing?
This is full send.
And this from the greenside rough. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Getting ready to play their third. Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt.
Little birdie look in here.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And just about 8 feet left to the hole. I like the look of this. There it is. Leading by a couple after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Well, Rich, don't know about you, but my eyes were wide open standing here on the 17th tee of Old Marina Golf Club.
Every player is going to be salivating to get here. This could be the easiest hole by a long shot on this golf course. The fairway Massive, most generous fairway out here. Second shot, a little bit uphill, but let's face it, just 506 yards, slightly uphill. I promise you, every player in this field is thinking eagle and nothing but.
And here we are with the third shot. Currently leading by 2. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
That will drop, and it will extend the lead. And that will take him to 8 under. And now that finds him in first place. And a chance to ice the tournament here. Holding the lead, playing the last.
Eight days a week, that rhythm works.
Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
Man, people usually don't go that far on vacation. What a drive.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
And what a way to win it. Lovely putt.
What a fantastic win this week, Luke. This player was on top of their game all week long. A hard-earned, hard-fought, but well-deserved win.
And I got to give props to my boy in the booth, Rich Beam. I think you picked this one at the start of the week, didn't you?
Luke, it wasn't a difficult pick, let's be honest. This player has been consistent all season long. Getting the victory, no surprise whatsoever. Really good stuff.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Well, it looks like this player is aiming to beat Lexi Thompson, which very few people can boast. This should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Luke, Lexi's young but has been on tour for about 30-40 years, it seems. She's been playing forever. She doesn't lack in experience. She can do it all. Not to mention, you'll be looking at her back for most of the day because she'll outdrive you.
Yes, Lexi loves the long ball, and so do we. Good luck in this rivalry, because when Lexi gets on top, it's very hard to beat her. Rich, what kind of mojo do you think this player's got after winning in their last start?
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
That's a good-looking shot there. 12 feet to the cup coming up. Oh, that's frustrating. Putting for a par here. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Here's Lexi Thompson. 15 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
It's on a great line. Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. Currently 1 under for the day. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Putting for birdie here. This is a good chance. That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And he finds himself in a tie for third. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
The ladies' game has been dominated by Koreans for such a long time, but America has been able to have this resurgence basically off the back of Lexi Thompson and the generation she's started to inspire.
Lexi Thompson is so fun to watch because she's got a very unique swing, and when you look at it, you kind of look back and you go, okay, that went a long way. Okay, that went right at the hole. And she's got such control over her golf ball. It's amazing. And the wins are going to continue to pile up for her year after year. I'm blown away by the fact that she is so aggressive on every single shot. There is no laying up in her game, and I love that. Now, that might cost her a few wins, but I tell you what, she's going to have a lot of wins because of that as well. I love the way she plays the game. It's exciting.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back toward you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Playing this shot from 120 yards. And only one off the pace here. Atta boy, good shot. And this putt to move into a tie for second.
Looking good.
Super shot that.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in two. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Getting ready to play their third.
Pretty good win back into the player's face.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
A chance to move into first place here.
Better than most.
Well, that's a good move. Always nice when you can head to the top of the leaderboard. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
Playing this one about 130 yards out. Currently in the lead by a shot. Good shot there, Beamer. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
It's got a chance. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under. Still in the lead now after that hole. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid-irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
He's found the surface. Good chance here. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? 16 feet to the hole. It was on a good line. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous swing. Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big-name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on. Because you can't go around either the north or the south course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well. Your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair. And I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
Penny, how bad is this lie?
This is perfect. They can make great contact. You couldn't ask for a better sand lie here.
Chance to move to 8 under here. Ouch, that hurts. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. It's got a chance. And that's a good make in the end. Certainly helped them fight back from a difficult position.
In the bunker with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
That silky touch from around the greens. A lovely shot to chip in.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
Currently 8 under for the round. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th.
These are on rails, looking good.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Leading by 4 strokes after that one. All right, Rich. The par 5 13th. So much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Not sure if this one will stay on the short grass. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that was pummeled into submission.
Second shot here on the 14th hole. This one looks to be a tad wayward. Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Time now for the 4th shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? This is a bogey putt coming up. Nice line. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. A chance now from the bunker for an up and down. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Currently in first position. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Looks to be going with the 4-iron. No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Ooh, that almost went down. Putting for a par now. And down it goes. Now an impressive 9 under par as we head to the stretch.
And a nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Not a bad play, that one. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Ooh. What's in front of them, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Go on, get in the hole. That was a gallant attempt. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Leading by 3 strokes now.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's got, I'd say a solid 145 here.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Just needs this one to kick right. 14 feet to the cup.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Okay, steady now. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Well, the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
You need any inspiration? Bob Tway once holed out of the bunker to win a major. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader. And he can win the event here if he can hold this putt. Ooh, right by the hole. Hopefully they won't take that too badly. There's another chance here to close out the victory.
On a nice lob.
Well, there you have it. There's your Farmers Insurance Open champion. And a great performance on a really tough track.
What a victory on this South golf course. This player winning the Farmers Insurance Open, surviving the South.
And Rich, credit where credit's due. I think you picked this victory.
Well, even a blind squirrel gets an acorn every once in a while. No, listen.
This player's been there all season long. They're just one of these rare players that is seemingly in contention every time they peg it up.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this particular featured group because there are rumours of quite the rivalry starting to bubble between these two players.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you. Getting ready to play their third. How close was that to going down? Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
And as we head to the second tee, the first of the par fives, and as we talked about, you've got to get off to a great start at Pebble Beach.
Absolutely, a par 5 that almost every player should be able to reach into. Just avoid the bunkers right and left, and you're going to have a clean shot into a very narrow green.
Well, that's a handy shot. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Going with the 6-iron here.
4 left.
That was a beauty. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Well played. What an eagle. Currently a couple under for the round. Next up is this par 4 hole.
Coming off an eagle at the last, momentum on their side for this player.
What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
From about 100 yards.
They need to flight this one down into the wind.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Yeah, that one will play. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
This one's for birdie.
Get the fist pump ready. This looks like it's going in.
Well done. Now checking in on the standings, they're currently tied for first place with Justin Thomas.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Justin Thomas, major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots. but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
This putt coming up is for birdie.
This has a real chance.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. And it's time to recap that play. And a quick glimpse of the leaderboard, and they're currently first, with Justin Thomas second. The fifth hole, Rich, the first of the par threes. Much to it?
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. A par 3 here is an excellent score.
Going with the 4-iron here.
Needs a little members bounce to the right.
Outstanding shot. High quality.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Wow, they certainly got out of the right side of bed today.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The sixth hole here, Rich, at Pebble Beach, is a tale of two halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Putting for an eagle. Wonderful shot. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. We head across to the par 3 7th. We always talk about it in golf. It doesn't need to be a long one to be a great one.
Luke, this could be one of the most picturesque par 3s in all of golf. Who says great par 3s need to be more than 150 yards? Not a single one of them. I love this hole.
That swing so pure, it reminds me of Adam Scott's. Good shot there. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup.
Oh, so close. No, that's too bad. This is a par putt. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Well, after the beauty of the 7th, we go to the beast that is the 8th. Is there a tougher two-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway. No driver needed. But the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in 2, and you've done well.
Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out one early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
Pebble Beach has a terrific stretch of par 4 starting from the 8th right through to the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at the 9th.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
And a chance to reach 9 under for the championship with this putt.
Looking for another birdie here.
That'll sting a bit.
I think they gave that one too much respect. They didn't want to hit it too hard and go racing past the hole.
Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
This shot is about 140 yards out.
Wind back into their grill. They need to flight this one down.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. And he's hit that inside the range. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Just didn't drop. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Okay, let's head to the next. Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second. That was wonderfully done. Here we have the second shot into the 11th. This one's headed towards the rough. Well played, mate. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just a short putt remaining here. And after that fine display, they are holding first spot on the leaderboard with Lydia Ko trailing in second place. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
birdied their last hole.
This putt was about 15 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, just missed. A 7-footer right here. A good stroke. For the par. Now 4 shots up after that hole. Rich, let's head to the 13th tee at Pebble Beach, shall we? And what's the decision off the tee?
Aim it right, just shy of those bunkers down the right-hand side, and you've got a mid-iron for your second shot back up the hill. Again, a green that pitches severely from back to front as well as right to left.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards. Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Starts off on a good line.
Was on a good line. And that should secure the par on this one. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. As we head to the 14th, I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. And he's down there.
Yeah, the breeze ruffling their shirt, hitting their back. It's going to be tough to control the distance here.
Going with a 3-wood here. Gee, I think they've got the handle of this game, Rich. Fairways and greens.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game. A bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
3 feet to go here to the hole. Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays. Just a couple more inland holes before we head back to the ocean, Rich, the 15th.
Hitting it anywhere down the left-hand side off the tee will find one of those deep bunkers, so you need to avoid those. Hit it out to the right, which will leave a great second shot into this green.
Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Yeah, that was a safe play. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Ouch, that hurts. And this one is for his par. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. He's currently sitting in first place.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Rich, the 16th, not a long par 4, but really requires some accuracy on approach.
It does. Lay up to the top of the hill, and you can look down on this green, which pitches severely from right to left. Just a wonderful short par 4.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Quality shot, that one. And 11 under in front of the player with this putt.
This is their look at birdie.
This one's tracking.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Let's head to 7, one of the most famous par 3s in all of golf, Rich.
Yes, just over 175 yards on the cart. It's a tale of 2 greens. When the pin is up front right, it's a birdie opportunity. Back left, find the green, make your 3, and sprint to the 18th tee box.
Going with the 7. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Go in. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
And it's worth taking another look at that one.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And there it goes from the sand. And back to the course with the live action. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. Well, Rich, as we find our way to the 18th tee, few holes in golf capture the imagination more than the finishing hole here at Pebble Beach.
So much history on this hole. Aim it at the trees right in the center and hope you don't get unlucky and get underneath one of them. From there, it's going to be a layup out to the right and just a short 3rd shot. What a wonderful, wonderful finishing hole.
Opting for the 4-iron here. That's inside the house of opportunity. Well, all that hard work, it's time to pay it off. Make this for the tournament. Oh, that's frustrating. Don't sweat that last opportunity. This is another one to knock it in. Well, you can start etching that name into the wall of champions, forever etched in history here at Pebble Beach. AT&T Pro-Am champion. Well played.
And no better feeling, Luke, than to win on this classic layout. Pebble Beach Golf Links, a victory they will surely remember for the rest of their days.
Well, I got to hand it to you, Rich. You called this.
I call a lot of things, and hopefully this is just a long line of unbelievable things I get correct.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event. Oh, almost went in. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. This putt is about 16 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
This is on a great line.
Oh, so close, but an easy par. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And this is a familiar sight. Jon Rahm leads this tournament. Beautiful swing there. The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number one, because he seemingly has zero weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. And he needs this to save par.
This is on a stupendous line.
Oh, what a lovely putt to make. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Wind starting to get up, but it's helping, which is nice. All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Oh, well played. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This is downhill, can't be too bold.
Ooh, right by the hole. Good chance this one. right on 6 feet.
So far, so good.
That's inside the range. The Spaniard, John Rahm, currently on top of this one. The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. Fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again. Front, left and short right requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Opting for the 6 iron. This one might need to set. Playing within their comfort zone there. And this putt to move into the top 5. That was a gallant attempt. Well, it's a bit disappointing. It's just about 3 feet away. Currently 1 under for the round. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards.
The breeze is moving left to right up there. That dog will hunt.
A chance to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard here. This one's online. Well done. Take the birdie. That's a good way to move into the top 10. He finds himself in a share of 8th.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Looks like they put a good pass on that one. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
From about 130 yards here, 3 strokes off the lead. Opting for the 9 iron.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just 3 strokes back. Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. Currently at -3 for the round. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Going with the 5 wood. I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
Oh dear. Can he get out of here?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Ooh. But what a shot. A par putt awaits. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. Looks to be going with the 4-iron. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure. Or a chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie. Opting for the 5-iron. Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
Now this one, this is important. This for par.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
And this shot from the bunker. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Just 1 off the lead after that hole. The 10th at TPC Scottsdale is a short par 4, measuring just 428 yards from the tips. There's a huge bunker down the right side of this fairway, which suggests maybe less than driver is necessary off the tee. What you want to do is set up for a good angle of approach, though. There's a couple of pot bunkers to the short right of this green and a big one to the front left to be avoided. Nicely done. Here we are, Rich, a wonderful opportunity on the table. The chance to go back-to-back. Just how big would that be?
Obviously massive, but I'm very impressed. They've put themselves in a position to win for the 2nd week in a row. Impressive.
Going with the 8-iron here. And tidy looking shot, that one. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, this looks pure. Oh, so close. And back to the play, shall we? And this putt to move into a share of first place. Oh, that's a ripper. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. He's currently in a share of top spot. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This for a birdie run.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will move him to 6 under par. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Going with the 5-iron here. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Second shot here on the 12th. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Judging it beautifully.
And that moves them to -6 for the tournament. This hole is a par 5. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. You like that, didn't you? From around 220 yards.
Straight downwind. Tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
Opting for the 5-wood. Oh, well done. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet. Ooh. An opportunity to make their par. Ooh, that looks like a pure stroke. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
This one is all over it.
A wonderful shot into 14 and sets up another look at birdie. Just 3 feet to the cup. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And that will take him to 7 under. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. Opting for the 3-wood.
That's definitely left of the green.
Not able to find the green in 2, but a bold play.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Okay, steady now. Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. And down she goes.
Oh, this is getting interesting. Luke, who wants it more?
This is their 5th shot. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Heading to the next hole, and this player is currently in a share of the lead with Tony Finau. Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the Stadium Hole Par 3 16th. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Setting up here with a very long putt. Ouch, that hurts. Putting for par. Currently 7 under for the round. The penultimate hole at TPC Scottsdale is an absolute beauty. Do you go for it or lay up? A drive here that's just slightly pulled will find the hazard to the left. But if you're short right, a chance to get up and down for your birdie and really push for the title. It's heading to the rough for mine. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Birdied their last hole.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. And a quick look at the leaderboard has this player currently in first spot, with Tony Finau second. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the church pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. Oh, what a shot by Olina.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
All right, let's keep the focus here. This is to win the event. Well done to this player who was able to tame TPC Scottsdale and walk away with the WM Open victory.
And an impressive victory it was there, Luke, in front of 125,000 fans on this Sunday. That was impressive.
And Rich, I think you mentioned earlier that this player was your favourite. Well picked.
Oh, listen, it's not a hard pick, is it? This player has consistently been there all season long. There's no reason why not to pick them to win. They just make me look smart. That's about it.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, great to be here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of two players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Colin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Colin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, he's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron play as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Colin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning at a decent rate of knots.
That one's come up short.
That will drive you bats.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
Little birdie look in here.
Currently 1 under for the tournament. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Putting for birdie. This looks good. A well holed. He'll take the birdie.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Currently has a share of second place. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Oh, I guess they're seeing something I'm not. They're going with less club here. Interesting.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
Colin Morikawa setting up his shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Let's return to live play now. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Oh, what a super shot. And stepping up the standings after that effort. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
This one looks like it'll safely make the green. That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
Just didn't drop. Par putt coming up here. Ooh, nice line. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. Well, it's a great view on the leaderboard. Sitting in top spot, but Justin Thomas is second. The 6th hole at Riviera is one of the most famous par 3s on the West Coast, Rich. An absolute beauty.
It looks like a giant green donut with the bunker right in the center of the green, doesn't it? I love this hole.
Going with the 4-iron here. Well, this one's right at the pin. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies. And that will take him to 5 under. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 28 feet from the cup.
Oh, just missed. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. And after that hole, leading Justin Thomas by 2 strokes. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose-your-own-adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Colin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Colin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me. From around 140 yards here. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Let's take a look at Colin Morikawa. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. 4 feet to the cup. Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
He's going to fade this one. Handy effort, that one. Time for the second shot at the 10th. That's a high-quality recovery shot.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
There have been a lot of players that have come out, and people are quick to label them as prodigious talents and what they can do, but it's true about Lydia Ko that she is one of the game's prodigies.
Luke, when you say prodigy, I think Lydia Ko's name should just be, instead of prodigy, just say, look at Lydia Ko. Because this young lady has seemingly done it all at 14 years young. 14, won a professional event. The youngest, men or women, to ever win a tournament that early. That is astounding. 18 years old, major champion with a final round 63. It's mind-blowing how good this young lady was at such an early age. Yes, had a little lull there for a little bit, but now come back out and has just taken the world by storm again. 17 wins already and building in her professional career. The sky is the limit for Lydia.
Let's take a look at the current standings. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Oh, good look at a birdie here. That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
That's frustrating. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 13th.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
This one's looking good. And that will drop in for birdie. Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Nice shot that. That should find the surface. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Looking good so far.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently in third place.
Colin Morikawa setting up his shot. Wow, from a dodgy lie, Rich. How special was that?
That was spectacular, Luke. Great work. Great shot.
Our current leader is enjoying an 8-stroke advantage. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Be the ball, Danny. No. The putt drops, and it's 14 under par, heading down the stretch.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
Still in the lead now after that hole. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. And choosing the 8-iron here. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Oh, terrific. What an effort.
John, what's going on out there?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 17th.
Beautiful shot.
Tough bunker shot, no bother whatsoever for this player. They find the bottom of the cup.
Our current leader is enjoying a 10-shot lead.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
It's a brave one. Driver off the deck. Well, that's a pretty good play there, Rich. Right up near the surface.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Getting ready to play their third. Well struck. It's just about 3 feet away. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Well, he's behind, just in second place, looking to leapfrog.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
Saving one there after being all over the parking lot, chipping in for the par.
One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome-looking second.
Well, this should find the short grass. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Huge tee shot there, Luke. What a display of power.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. And with this putt, he will win the event. That was a gallant attempt. All right, not the end of the world, but this is a putt they want to make if they're to close it out. Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera, the home of your champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
And Rich, mark that down as one of the outstanding wins we'll see this season.
It's always impressive when you see a player outshine their fellow competitors, because all of these players are really good, but this player made everybody in the field look very, very average. So good was their performance.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.